Hello everybody, Fiona Hooper here again, and my live tonight has been prompted by one of my clients who was asking about framing and protecting the work of a commission that she's had from me. So I just thought I'd have a few words about hanging paintings. Now obviously to hang or not to hang, we've got a painting, we want it hung on the wall. So just a few words about that. So first of all, if you're putting in a hook or nail or picture hook, whatever, for your painting, please do make sure there's no cables or water pipes or anything behind where you want the painting hung. I mean, that's a given, obviously, hopefully. But other considerations, more to do with the artwork than with the walls and the house. First of all, please don't hang a painting, an artwork of any sort in direct sunlight. Even though pigments that artists use should be light fast as much as possible, I always choose the pigments I use based on their, not just their quality, but also their light fastness, because I want my works to last. If someone's buying a painting, I want it to look the same for them in 10, 15, 20, 30, 50 years' time as it does when they buy it. And that includes all the different mediums. The pigments are the same in the different mediums, so coloured pencils, acrylics, pastels, oils. They generally use the same pigments, and each pigment has a different light fast rating on it. But please don't hang paintings in direct sunlight, because even with really light fast pigments, it just doesn't do the paintings any good. Another consideration, try to avoid hanging a painting above a radiator wherever possible. The heat from the radiator, the heating up, the cooling down and so on, doesn't really do the painting too much good. Now if it's just, if it's an oil on canvas without a frame, so it's just the canvas, stretch canvas, it doesn't tend to suffer too much. Frames though, you will find that the wood may start to dry out more, and maybe the frame might crack or warp. So in general, it's not such a good idea to hang a painting above a radiator. Another consideration is, especially if the painting or work, drawing, whatever, is on paper, generally that means it'll be framed behind glass. It doesn't tend to do very well in hot, steamy, damp atmospheres, so they're generally best avoided for being hung in a bathroom or a steamy kitchen. Try and choose there a drier room with a more consistent temperature if you can, but at least not a steamy damp room. Oils tend to fare fairly well in most conditions, but apart from direct sunlight again, as I say. And if you're at all worried about the painting, or concerned or interested how the painting has been finished off, normally with oils I will give the painting a coat of protective varnish before it leaves me, and if it's something like a coloured pencil or pencil work, then I'll give it a spray of fixative to protect it and stop it from smudging. Now the spray may not, and the varnish may not protect it so much from UV, which is why hanging it out of direct sunlight, so I keep repeating that, but it is very important, So, and if you are in any doubt about how the painting has been protected at all, then please get in touch with the artist and ask whether it's had a coat of varnish, and if so, what sort, or whether it's had a spray of fixative. And if it's a work under glass, another thing that you can do, which is really helpful, is to get UV protective glass put in the frame, because that will cut down a lot on the UV light, which is what does damage to the pigments and the painting. So a few words there on hanging your paintings. If you have any questions that I may be able to help with, please do contact me, get in touch. Always happy to try and help. So that's it for me today. Happy hanging. Bye.